birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Bayou Geeks. I'm your host, Fatty316. How y'all been doing? Last we saw y'all was for our Rumble special. Um, of course, joining me this week, like always, my co-host. The birthday boy, MaximusG420. What's going on, my friend? And a very, very happy birthday to you.
I appreciate it, baby. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, the birthday sucked. Took a day off of work to celebrate, and unfortunately, there was no celebration going on. If you can hear it in my voice, that's not from partying. This is because I've had a cold since Thursday night and been down in Sudafed like Tic Tacs. So that's what I've been dealing with. It's been fun. It's been great. Like me and the missus basically spent the last 3 days in bed together, and not even in a good way. Like just sick, coughing all over each other.
Oh, wow. And no birthday nookie, huh?
No,
Damn, that
no, nothing,
sucks.
man. Oh, that's uh, there's another reason why that didn't happen either. But well,
Oh,
yeah, exactly. The Lord said this year was not your year. So, yay.
so that's why y'all were both sick.
No, we're both sick because I'm sick. Like I'm
Oh.
sick. Like I'm actually sick, bro. Like I have had a fever on and off for 2.5 days. It is not this is not a fun thing ever. I'm like I keep like one nostril's filled up with whatever, the other nostril's clear. Like I got my tracks trading every hour on the hour. Hell, I got another medicine dose here in like 2.5 hours.
It
So
was funny before me and Gary came on. Gary first thing he tells me, I didn't know he was sick. And he's like, "Oh man, I've been having hot flashes and this." And I'm like, "What,
cold
you going
flashes,
through
yeah.
menopause? You older now?"
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this was my reaction.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
That's true, bro. It was shit. I'm not in good. I didn't do my birthday cake till yesterday, the day after my birthday. So it's like, whatever. It is what it is. Whatever.
It's all good. Well, maybe next weekend will just be even better for you. It'll be a great weekend for you.
I hope so, man, because I had to cancel all the plans that I had. I actually wanted to go to a parade this weekend with my granddaughter, but they just left to go to a parade, and there's no way that I can go because I'm not gonna be outside for this long. I'm hot right now.
Yeah.
It's 70 degrees in my house, and I'm almost starting to sweat, and then in 10 minutes from now I'm gonna be freezing my ass off.
Well, I mean, yesterday, you wouldn't have done shit. I
No,
mean, weather was so bad
no,
yesterday.
the
It
West.
was ridiculous
Look,
yesterday.
my dogs went out one time. They went out first thing in the morning before it started to rain, and then out like last night, like at 10 o'clock in the afternoon or 10 o'clock at night before they went to bed.
Yeah,
They
it
didn't
was
go out.
crazy.
Oh yeah, it was horrible, dude. I was getting flash flood warnings all day long. My pool overflowed. It was just great. It's like, oh, awesome.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, God damn it, we're going to have to go through a lot of salt this week.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no,
A
it's
good
it's
thing it's cold, right? I mean, right now it's cold, so even if the pools go low in salt, it'll hold for even a week, another week or something.
sometimes it depends. I had a couple of them that I got called on yesterday.
Already? God damn.
Well, Boogie called me because he was doing my pools, and a couple of them was like really was reading really far off. So I don't know if it was just an equipment issue with the cell, or if it's actually just because of the weather. Because I try to tell customers, even when I worked at Leslie's back in the day, that when we're testing the water when it's raining outside, we're not really testing anything that we know for sure. Because who knows, in the next 20 minutes, it could be completely different because of the
Hmm.
fact that that the chemicals are going to get changed with all the water getting added. But But only the one thing that did was good for my birthday. Because we're old now, so we don't really get presents anymore. I got a
Speak for
new
yourself, but
yeah.
okay.
I I got a new Galaxy watch. Nice
Cool.
little fancy Galaxy 6 watch. Yeah, the missus bought it for me. I
Is
got
it like for the phone
mhm.
thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
so it's
watch,
Galaxy version of the iWatch or something, huh?
the iPhone watch. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Galaxy
yeah.
watch has been around just as long as the iPhone watch has been around.
I don't
Um,
know nothing about those contractions. I really don't. They don't interest
well,
me.
I always like watches, bro. I've always had a watch on since I was a kid, and when I didn't have a watch on for years, it always felt weird to me because I'd always just look at my wrist and there's nothing there, and I'm like, shit, I gotta grab my phone and look to see what time it was, and I didn't like so.
Yeah,
It's,
I like watches only for like dress. That's the only time I ever really like wearing them for
oh, I
dress.
have one of those too. I have your old school analog night. It's stainless steel, um, and it's got like fake diamonds on it, so it looks all blingy. You'll probably see it at the wedding. That's probably what I.
Okay.
'Cause when I dress up, that's when I wear that one. And
Yeah.
it'll be all for show too, because I don't think the batteries are even good in it anymore.
I had speaking of about a couple months ago, Easy was over here, my best friend, for the audience, and we were talking about watches, and we were talking about a watch we used to sell at the store when we went to the sports store, and it was a Fossil. It was right after the Saints won the Super Bowl. It was like a Saints Super Bowl champions watch, super nice watch, and he was
Fossil
telling.
watches are nice, bro. I remember those back in the day.
Yeah, we got some nice ones, especially after the Super Bowl. And he's like, man, it was one of the things I wish I didn't get. It was one of those Super Bowl. I was like, the stainless steel ones. He's like, yeah. I'm like, hold up. And I went in my drawer and I was like, you mean this watch? And I was like, dude, you can have it. He's like, for real? I'm like, yeah, you can have it. I was like,
Aw,
yeah, I
that's so sweet.
yeah, I got a lot of brandies. Shout out Brandy, shout out to her. She's bought me a lot of watches over years. But like I said, I just wear them usually for just dress. I
You
even
know,
gave Taryn my dad's watch, his gold watch, to get it redone for her. As soon as she gets married, she can give it to her husband. Told her she got my permission to do that.
oh, that's awesome, bro. It's like a nice little family heirloom.
Yeah,
Let's just hope
I was like, but if you get divorced,
get the
yeah,
watch
fuck
back.
it back. Yeah.
Put it in the prenup, baby. Put it in the prenup.
Yeah.
She's gonna be so pissed when she hears this episode.
Hey,
Or
well,
get a
it's
little bit
not
of
in
backlash.
case, I just gotta have the watch back.
It's a verbal agreement. Like this is what's happening.
Ain't nothing against him. It's just you gotta have the
Oh
watch
man.
back.
But yeah, but I do want to apologize to everybody out there if you can hear me. I can't hear myself even. Like I'm so congested and so stuffed up, bro. Like I can't even smoke. I smoked I think 3 times in the last 3 days. Like it just doesn't. Everything tastes horrible.
Nah, you're fine. You sound fine.
Everything tastes bad, but I don't feel like it. I
No,
can
I
hear
hear you.
myself. I can feel like I'm underwater.
They
Like that's what I feel like.
I mean, then we won't go long today. I mean,
Oh,
that's fine.
it is what it is, bro. Like I'm fine. Like the medicine's in the middle of the medicine kicking in, so I'm feeling pretty good. It's
Y
once I,
we did some good shit with that 4-hour Rumble stream, which
oh Jesus Christ, that was so ridiculous.
but it didn't go. I'll be honest, it did not go as long. It didn't feel 4 hours. Actually, our uh, anniversary show seemed like a hell of a lot longer
Yeah.
than the Rumble one.
I think the anniversary show though the difference was is because we had more people on there and we were jumping from a lot of different things, whereas the Rumble we were just all focusing on one thing and then commenting and talking around it while it
Yeah.
was just kind of going on in the background. Um, um, so that's what I kind of think. And then also the women's Royal Rumble seemed for me was more exciting than the men's Royal Rumble.
It
I don't know
was,
about
but it wasn't even that good.
no,
It was. It's crazy. I agree with you on that, but even the women's World Rumble was not that good at all.
no.
It was a lot of botches and
Yeah, there was a few of them where we were like, ooh, that one head scissor spin. Oh,
yeah.
that was so bad. It was slow motion. And I remember because me and Chris Matthews were sitting there, we were laughing about it. I was like, bro, that was like somebody press pause and then press play and then press pause, then press play, then press pause, then press play.
Well, that's what I was saying on the show the next day, the down south. They were asking me what did I like about it, and I was like, well, the women's. I was like, the one thing was the Jordan Grace coming there. I I always liked her as a wrestler. I used to follow her career the whole time she was in the Indies, but it's her Twitter and her mouth and her attitude against certain shit. It's just crummy. And it's like, and then I don't know, then she got to what she is now, like jacked up. But she's a good wrestler. I give her that. That was the only thing I really liked was Jordan Grace coming out.
What was that one spot where her and
Let me
I
see
can't
if I
remember what the other the other female wrestler was, the other black female wrestler. They were both
Oh,
holding up over their heads.
Jade Cargill.
That's what it was. Yeah, I couldn't remember her name. But yeah, that was a nice little moment. That was a good moment they had. Like the women's, it seemed to me, has had more moments, good or bad, regardless of it. You know how they sometimes they say, there's no bad publicity. Any publicity is good publicity. Same thing with the women's Royal Rumble. Like there was some stuff on there that was just hilarious because it was like, you guys are better than this. Yes, you're supposed to be pros. You're supposed to be able to knock these moves out pretty easily. Like this is part of your routine, your get up. Like you guys are supposed to be able to do this. And then some pretty good stuff. Like it was fun.
I
But
want to show you some like when Jordan first started out, like how the complete change. It's like, but she was still a good wrestler. She was part of a tag team called Big Booty Hose or some shit like
I
that.
think so. Yeah, I remember they were talking about that because I seen a
And
special.
she was not the same. I mean, here's some right here. I mean, this is, I guess. I mean, this is she. Let me show you this picture. This is right around the time when she was losing weight. Well, okay, what is share? Share screen. Actually, I mean, I was trying to find her at her heaviest that I could remember.
Is that her?
Yeah,
Wow, doesn't even look like her no more.
yeah, that's her right here now. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I'm saying.
right
Doesn't
here.
Yeah, she doesn't look. I can't believe that other picture was what she looked like before.
That's probably one of where she's pretty. She's, you could tell she's around her waist. She was a lot heavier, like rounder around the waist.
Hmm. But everything looks different. Even her face looks different. Maybe it's just because of her hair.
I mean, here's an older one too.
Oh yeah, she was a thick old girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But she looks completely different than what she looks like now.
Yeah, and here's her from. Well, there you go.
Yeah, she looks, man. She's much more ripped.
I think she's unattractive now. I she did too butchy now.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There's very few female wrestlers that I'm not afraid of, like, or I'm afraid of. Like all of them feel like they would manhandle me.
But then again, I like those kind of female wrestlers because they look like they could whoop some ass, and she
Yeah,
is
no.
a good wrestler. So I can. I mean,
Oh yeah, China's one of your favorites. She was
all time.
by
Well,
far. It's like her and the Ultimate Warrior, bro.
if you
Like,
well, no, if okay, no, okay, if you ask me my favorite female wrestler of all time, and who could wrestle, who was a legit badass, Sherry Martel. You know, sensational.
oh yeah, sensational Sherry. Yeah,
There's no doubt.
technical wrestler. Yeah, one of the most best technical wrestlers there is.
Female, she's probably Mount Rushmore female wrestlers of all time. There's no
But yeah,
doubt about it.
but China was your favorite person, bro. Like that
China
character,
was my
just trying,
favorite
like,
female character of all
yeah,
time.
she was a big bitch too,
And
bro.
she
That
wasn't a
bitch,
good wrestler, but she didn't need to be. She was just intimidating looking, especially the early China, the first years of China. Not like the lady is. I didn't like the lady when they wanted to like get her
yeah,
all feminine. I didn't
yeah,
like
no,
that. That
I
wasn't
didn't like
her
that either.
character at all.
Yeah, I didn't like that either when they did that. We've talked about this before when we've had the discussions about the Undertaker and how we like sometimes we like the Dead Man and sometimes we like the American Badass, and it just kind of depended on which way the wind blew. And then sometimes it was like, "Ah, I don't like it no more. Like you don't have to come out here on a bike. I'd rather you just everything go dark and then you hear that fucking bell, that tombstone bell. And then you just see red somewhere, and then all of a sudden, Undertaker's in the middle of the fucking ring, and you're just like, everybody's going crazy.
Well,
Those are always
like
my
I said,
favorite
I
Undertaker.
like the American Badass for the fact that it helped keep the old Undertaker fresh. It kind of put it to bed for a while, and when it finally came back, it was fresh again. You know, it wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh shit, here we go. It kind of gave it a fresh thing. With China was so pressured because of the divas coming in
Yep.
to be like them.
Yeah.
I guess she wanted to
She's-
change, but
she-
no one ever
she-
told her that she was so unique she didn't have to.
Yeah, well, because they didn't want her to. Vince didn't want her
She
to
had
do
more fans as the butchy I don't not say this in not a
that. No,
mean way,
'cause
but dykey looking biker chick, you know. She
it's-
looked badass. I
no,
loved her like that. I
no,
loved her when
China was awesome, bro. And then, like you said, her character, like her actual personality, was of a soccer mom.
yeah,
Was
she
of
shouldn't
like,
have been in that kind of with that. She was just
which
it
is so when you
didn't
look at
match.
her, it's so different. It's like what? How you? Huh?
And
It's like
people
seeing.
took advantage of her because of that in the end.
Well, and it's because she wasn't like the girls that were coming in. She wasn't as Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus is 5 foot nothing, and is this little tiny little blonde bombshell thing. And you got
But
Michelle
Trish, to
McCool.
be fair, she learned to be a good wrestler. She
Oh,
actually
she
put the
did.
work into it. Even when she was already popular, she had to put more work into it to become a good wrestler. Trish now is more looked at as a wrestler than she was a manager. No
Oh
one
yeah.
even remembers some. Even Lita same way when she was with S.A. Rios and then became one of the Hardys in
Yep.
Team Extreme. No one really looks at that no more. It's all her wrestling career because they became good at it.
Oh
Even
yeah.
though Lita, I think, had a little better edge on Trish when it came to
And then also
wrestling.
Lita also had a bunch of different storylines with the whole Edge.
Oh, that was later, but yeah. But
But there
Trish,
was
I
always
mean,
something weird with her, bro. It was always something weird with her. But I'm just glad that they got away from those managers, the female manager things. I don't know if I ever really liked it. Like I thought it was kind of cool back in the day with Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, but it was, I don't know. It always seemed like a liability to have them out there
you
because
win them
somebody
in the ring, you lose them in the ring. Oh.
because somebody would always go and like mess with them and get him out of his head, and then that's how all of a sudden Macho Man's getting rolled up and grabbed by his fucking underpants, and 1, 2, 3, it's over, and he's like, oh, and she's like, I'm sorry, or Jake the Snake's throwing a snake on her,
Oh.
freaking her out.
I saw the lust in his eyes. Oh.
Oh
I
man,
remember I was watching Saturday Night's main event that night when Hogan's on the stretcher. Or no, Elizabeth's on the stretcher. Here just comes Randy with the belt, knocks fucking Hogan out. That's when they were partners. We're
yeah, I
like,
know.
holy shit.
Nah, dude, they're nuts, bro. Back in the day, the wrestling was, it was so different. Like the writing that they had back then was wild, bro. Wild shit they be doing out there. Oh man, excuse me. I'm gonna be doing that a couple more times throughout the
Speaking
day.
of, I think, we brought this up last on the Rumble about the Vince McMahon thing. Um, I know a lot of people had their different opinions about it, but I was listening to Kevin Castle and Don Tony this week, and they were actually kind of more in agreement with me. Like, like Kevin Castle said, we don't know who this chick was. There's too many. She was going around saying like Vince was her boyfriend. We don't know if she was actually into this stuff. We don't know a lot of details. Oh, no one's like, and I agree with Kevin. No one's saying what Vince did was right, but we don't know the whole story. We don't know if she was into it. Like,
We're never gonna know the whole story unless they make it public. But here's the thing. Here's what I do know. There was an NDA agreement to not speak about it, and the only reason that she spoke about it is because they weren't paying her money.
well, that's besides the point, though. That
No, no, that's exactly the point. We wouldn't if Vince would have kept on paying. Guess what we would have found out? Nothing, because there
yeah,
wouldn't
but
have been anything happening. We wouldn't have known anything. We would have been none the wiser because that's how people with money and power
but
operate.
but I mean, but once again, how much do we know how she was into this? We don't know.
We don't.
Maybe she didn't care. Like okay, the sex trafficking thing. We got to get some depth clarification on that because we don't think it was that they were. How can
They
I
were
put
renting
this?
her out.
No, well, no,
It
no,
was
well, no, no.
he was suggesting that she go and make friends with people that Vince wanted her to make friends with,
All
and to
right,
do whatever they like to do. Send them to a hotel room. What do you think is gonna happen in the hotel? We're just gonna play some video games. We're gonna play some checkers. Like that's what you think is gonna happen, bro?
but yeah, but we don't know we don't know if she was into that. So, like Kevin and
Here's
they made good points. Like she wasn't complaining when she was getting all these thousands of dollars of gift cards, brand new cars. Everything was cool. Apparently, it's
yep.
when the money stopped where shit wasn't right. So, I mean, if that's what you're telling me, I get because I thought you were kind of the other side of it.
No, like
Then
she could be telling the truth. She could be. We'll never know. We'll never know. All of everything that we're talking about is all speculation. But the fact that there was a person in power paying somebody with lesser power or no power at all to keep their mouth shut about what was going on, that's an issue, bro. And that's the reason they signed these NDNAs or these NDAs. That's why these people make them sign them
well,
because they don't
maybe
want them
Vince.
talking about anything about it.
Well, maybe I mean, but is there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you don't want people to go discuss your sex life, I mean, there's especially when you're a public figure, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, no, I get that part of it, but the other part of it too is that sometimes it's notorious. Like, bro, you're gonna tell me right now that you think the Rockefellers and all these other people that got tons of money that have done some horrible, dirty shit got on people, and they make them sign NDAs, but we'll never hear about it because they've been sworn to secrecy and then paid off. Like, you don't any shit goes around. Part that I don't get, that you guys would be like, oh, well, I don't know if he could have done it or this. Why? It's been proven time after time that people with power and money do shit like this and try to get away with it, and then when they can't, they throw fucking more money at it to shut them up so they can fucking get away with it. Like, so I can't trust Vince. I can't trust her either.
But
But
what's
honestly,
the but, okay, but
my needle's gonna point more towards her side. Maybe not a lot, but
but
like it's
what
like
but what's
51-49.
but
But that's all I need.
but okay, here's the thing. What's the difference between her side and his side? There's really no difference. The
Because
only
he ain't
thing
saying
that
nothing.
but it don't matter.
Yes, it
Well,
does.
okay, even if he's not saying something and everything she said happened, what's wrong with what happened?
Because of the details and the context of how they happened.
Well, why?
What do you mean, but why?
They
If
were
she's
grown
being,
adults.
yeah, but if he's telling her, hey, I'm not gonna pay for your condo no more, if you fuck this dude, she thinks, well, I gotta go fuck this dude now.
No, she don't, because she can say no.
That, but you think that that's the thing, bro. You're a dude, and you don't have the capacity to think how a woman, she's being strong armed like that. Like, you're not understanding the compassion of that. Like, you have no idea. He is some hardcore douchebag that is trying to make everything that he wants the way he wants it. Period, bro. Have you not watched TV? Have you not
But
seen
she's
people in
still
real
her
life?
own person. He
He
didn't.
is,
But there's
but
nothing
when you're a
illegal
victim,
about what he's doing, though.
you don't know that. That's not
But
for us
what?
to decide.
But
Are you a cop, bro? Are you a cop or are
but,
you a lawyer?
but what's the law is broken at? What law is broken?
I don't know. I'm not a cop nor a lawyer, bro. Again, I don't know. I can't
I
answer
don't
that
think,
question for
because
you.
if you think about it, there's no one has come out and said any laws were broken.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of dirty secrets gotten out. That's all it is.
Yeah,
There's
no.
nothing law breaking about anything that has happened here.
Oh no, it's a bunch of immoral stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
But
exactly,
here's the thing.
exactly.
The
So
only thing that
who
I can
am
think
I?
of,
If go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
the only way that I think that can be broken, if she's uh paid or given money to sleep with someone else against her will, that's the law of being broken. That's
But was she
sex trafficking.
forced?
Hey, getting money thrown at you and taking care of you is a way of being forced, bro. Just because somebody doesn't have a gun to your head doesn't mean that you're not being forced. Stop being so naive, bro. Stop being
But
so
I'm
naive
not
and
being
thinking.
naive, because I know how the world works now. Because
Then you should
people would,
understand. Then so why aren't you trying to fucking stick up, Vince, bro? Like, I'm
but
not
I
sticking
don't.
up for.
But I'm not sticking up for Vince.
You
I
take, you
just
seem
I
to
just
take more
think
his side than you.
everybody was in agreement and no one cared until the money stopped. Like I said, no one's claiming anything illegal took place. No one's claiming that at all.
Not yet.
I don't think there is.
The sex trafficking thing is going to be hard to because just like you said, in a court of law, they're going to end up going up to him and be like, "Well, you had the right to just say no. You could have just said no," and that's what
I
they say
mean,
to everybody.
who's not saying this chick? No one's even come out and said who's not saying this chick is just as freaky as them. Like I said, all that we know right now is someone's got stopped getting paid to keep secrets about sexual whatever deeds or whatever. But no one said nothing's been illegal. There's the Kool-Aid has not been mentioned.
No.
Forced, I don't even think it's been even mentioned.
Well,
Uh
she was told to go to a hotel room and make sure that somebody was happy. Like, bro, I don't, bro, like you forget.
okay,
You're thinking it as a
Okay.
and I think the same way you do. We're thinking it as aside from a man. Like, I could just say no. I don't have to do this shit. But you're not in that position.
But yet,
You have no idea.
but yet, we'll praise and glorify street pimps.
Yeah.
But we don't let, oh, they're doing something immoral. Oh, he's a pimp, dog. Look at him pimping that hoe, slapping that bitch around. Vince McMahon actually pays the hoe to go do shit, more money than any prostitute, and now we got a motherfucking problem? No.
It's because of how much money they make.
I mean, we even fuck with Dirk calling him Fry Guy, the pimp. But yet, Vince McMahon just does pretty much the same shit, but he's actually paying the chick, and now we got a motherfucking problem because it's Vince McMahon.
No, not because it's Vince McMahon, because he's part of a company. It's a publicly traded company. That's why. A pimp is a private investment. A pimp is himself. Ain't nobody invested in that pimp other than other
the chick's investing into the pimp.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a publicly traded company. If this shit happens to anybody that's a part of that's a CEO or a CFO or a COO of any big national corporation, why do you think they make them sign NDAs on these things, bro? They do that on purpose. These are
But you don't
reasons they
think
do that.
LeBron and all them basketball players have them broads they sleep with sign NDAs when they do them? You
Yeah,
think LeBron James is fucking faithful to his wife?
I don't know. I don't know his personal life. I don't care. I do know
But,
that
but what I'm
I do.
saying,
I do know that Derek Jeter used to give women gift baskets and make sure their phone was off and batteries out when they came into this place. So there was no pictures and no evidence of anything ever happening. But those were things that were more consensual versus what anything else could be going. Because the same thing that happens to, like you said, look at what happened to Kobe in that Kool-Aid situation in Colorado back in the day.
which I
Remember
never
that?
believed.
And I didn't believe it either. But you know what he had to do? Throw money at it to make it go away.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He settled out of court.
I thought he was going to fight it.
No, he was. And his lawyers advised him, no, do not do that.
Actually, that was probably better. Made her look more guilty by just taking the money and running.
But that's the thing. Everybody has a price, bro. Everybody has a price.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Everybody, as I saw, just everybody has a price. Everybody's dignity has a number. What's your number? Who knows? Depends on how big of a hole you're in. And who knows how big of a hole that woman was in when she met Vince. And that's all I'm saying is that we got to keep an eye open on that. That this shit, she's just making it up. No, let's not victim blame. Like she probably has a right to. Maybe she didn't feel comfortable doing all this stuff. Maybe she wasn't necessarily coerced or forced to do a lot of these things, but she just went along with it because she wanted to make him happy.
No, what I was gonna say real quick about the Kobe situation is like, people believed it so much. Like after the trial and everything was over, everybody forget. No one ever said Kobe was a rapist. It's like, nah. No one ever believed it. I never met one person that ever said, yeah, he did.
And the biggest reason is why no one ever believed it is because that is a superstar athlete who is a celebrity, and this is just some chick that works at a hotel. That's why. And this one is Vince McMahon, the namesake of fucking WWE, and some chick that he met at his condo. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's the balance of power is so different. And I just want you to stop thinking that what she's saying is not valid at all. Because I think it's 100% valid.
But I have to take it with a grain of salt too.
Yeah.
I mean,
but but here's the thing. The more likely than not is that Vince did everything that he did. That's more likely than.
well, no one's denying that he didn't do what he did. I think people have. I just think people are looking at it like he did something illegal. I think that's how people are looking at it.
Well, that's
instead of saying, "Well, we know it happened, and she pretty much consented to everything." He just didn't want the whole world to know about it. That's all he's really guilty of is he didn't want the world to know about it. Because there's nothing criminal that's actually been said that he did.
Yeah, but he know that what was said and the reason why he stepped down from the board of governors and everything from the companies. That's why he stepped down from the WWE the commission board of commissioner whatever and the TKO board of commissions. Like he's gone. He's completely gone and absolved of everything WWE. So why would he have done that if he didn't think there was anything wrong? Why? Because they're a publicly traded company and their stock prices go down when bad news comes out about people that are higher ups. Well, that's what I'm saying, and that's why they throw money at shit so they don't have to lose it. The money that he threw at her was 0.1% of what the money probably lost in the stock market from that announcement being made, and that's why he figured it's cheaper to go ahead and pay him to shut him up. This is the same thing with celebrities. It's cheaper to pay him and shut him up and to have him sign an NDA to then not have to worry about talking about this and have their personal stock go down as a celebrity of whatnot. You know what I mean? You're gonna get canceled, especially nowadays. You're gonna get canceled. You get canceled by everybody. Everybody gonna cancel you about this and cancel you about that.
I think I'll be perfectly honest with you, dude. I'm just tired of people pointing the morality finger at people like, motherfucker, you need to look in the mirror.
Yeah, no,
I hate. That's the thing I hate, dude. And that's why I get. It's like, dude, I'm not gonna sit here and judge this person because he had crazy sexual desires. I mean,
yeah, no, that's
as long as he didn't do nothing
illegal.
Yeah, illegal, exactly. And which, like I said, we ain't heard nothing.
And depending on what state, depending on what sex act he was doing, could have been illegal. Because there's some strange laws. Some strange laws, bro. Very
Yeah.
strange.
So I mean, I'm getting tired of the people pointing the morality finger, especially people in Hollywood and shit like that. It's like y'all the last motherfuckers.
We're the worst. We're people in general, bro, are the worst. I was talking about that with Christy, and telling her about how like we're the worst. We're the most violent man on this planet. Far are like the most ruthless, vicious. There's no other animals that go to other animals' territories to take them over, just to take them over, just so they can say we have 'em.
Well, not just to take over for
No, it's for the food.
living.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
mean there are.
but then usually they all have their own little territories. Everybody's just fine. You stay over there, I stay over here, and we're good. And then everything stays like that. Always. Not humans. Humans are the worst. We are the worst thing on. That's why I'm afraid of AI. I'm afraid of AI because AI is
Humans
going to
aren't
figure
the
out
worst. It's
we're the
humans
worst.
with power are
No,
the worst.
it's still human. Doesn't matter
Because
with
most
power. Doesn't matter any
No,
of
I
those other
know I
adjectives you want
disagree.
to put
Because
on the end.
most people just want to live their lives and just live a good life. Most people. But yeah, it's the people with power that ruin everything because when they want more, I mean, like you said, it's only people in power that can make them decisions.
Yep.
It's not you and me can't be like, well, Gary, I think you and me should go take care of Iran. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's
Let's go
just
do
fucking
it.
take it. Yeah,
Yeah.
will we? Actually, we'd probably take them out, half of them at least. You and me alone. But yeah, I ain't gonna sell us short. Fuck that. We'll take half of it out. We'll do the government's job for them. But besides the point, it's the people in power that make those decisions. It's not regular everyday people.
Yeah, but the
So it's
problem
not.
is that the influence that those people with power have. Bro,
But
look, it's a
but once
presidential
again,
cycle.
it comes down to them. I mean, it goes up
Yeah,
to them. It's
but here's
never.
the thing: you have too much faith in humanity. People in large groups are dumb. We are dumb as large groups. As individuals, we are strong.
Just for the record, Gary's talking about his group.
What
You
group is
said
that? What
I don't
group
know.
is
You
that?
said there's a people in groups, and you were dumb. I guess like I'm taking y'all the dumb group.
No, people in
Sorry, boy, I can't take your side on that one.
people in general, when they're in big groups, they're dumb. Like
I'm in
we
the
follow
Sheldon Cooper group.
we, we follow politicians and celebrities and whatnot and athletes and stuff all the time. Look at how big and how much money the NFL has made because Taylor Swift started going to football games.
Because people are morons. Oh,
Oh,
I totally agree.
yeah. Well, there you
I
go.
totally agree there.
Yeah,
But I'm
that's what
not
I'm
one of
saying.
those. Honestly, I'm not in that group.
Yeah,
I'm in
but
the Sheldon Cooper group. I like to call it.
there's other groups though too that overlap with that group too. That's the thing, and that's the problem that people just don't seem to understand. Is that's what it is. Like that's why I'm afraid of AI. I'm telling you, AI is going to realize the problem on this planet is us. We're the problem. All the other animals and insects and everything else that's out there, they're fine. They all have functions, hierarchy, and ecosystem to keep and maintain this planet. It's for who knows how long. A lot longer than before we were here, much longer after we're gone. But here's the thing: we're here now, and we're killing everything. Literally killing everything. So many extinct animals, so many this and that. And when AI realizes and becomes sentient and figures that shit out, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna erase everybody. Whoop. Like, what are you gonna do? That's why I'm telling you, people suck, bro. We're the worst. We're the worst thing on there. As individuals, we're great, but as big whole groups, nope. And then it's like, oh, we're gonna go against them. Why? Because they're from another part of the planet.
They took your germs.
It's like they're still just people. It's like I hate like the war in like Ukraine. Like that sucks. Like what did those guys do? They didn't do anything. They're just sitting there being there. And Vladimir's like, hey, fuck all this shit, bro. Let's go fuck some shit up. Let's go take part that country that we lost back when there was the USSR. Let's go take all those countries back. That's what he's trying to do. And it's like, why? It's like, but because we're people and we suck, bro. And it can't be just one guy doing it because he's got enough influence and power over all these other people to make them. And why do they do it? Because they're afraid. Because of other influence of power and people that are around them. Like, it's a fucking never ending circle, bro.
In honor of Vladimir Putin.
That's what he wishes.
I think of Rocky when I see.
Just
Speaking of
training,
Rocky,
training. Oh man, bro, and on my
we
birthday
lost
that happened,
Apollo fucking Creed, man.
bro. He's the best. He was the best. I loved him, man. Loved him in Predator. Loved him
Action
in fucking.
Jackson.
Oh, Action Jackson was awesome, bro. He runs faster than everything. That dude runs through brick walls, literally. Drives a car upstairs. What? It's
Had to
stairs.
save what Vanity?
Yeah. Oh, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Happy Gill. He was
Stubbs.
Snub. Wait, Chubbs, huh?
Chubbs. Yeah, Chubbs. Not
Chubbs.
Stubbs. Yeah, Chubbs. With his fucking hand.
He was a Mandalorian.
Yep. Oh, man, that sucks, dude. Apollo Creed. Love you, Apollo Creed. Rest in
Right.
power, baby. Yeah, and it sucks too, bro. 'Cause that was my birthday. You know what the thing I hate about my birthday? One, that it's Groundhog's Day, so it's always a pain in the ass because it's like, oh, Groundhog's Day. Ooh. I'm like, yeah, shut up. But the other part is there's so many bad things happen around my birthday. So many bad things have happened my whole life around my birthday. Like,
Well, yeah, me too.
yeah, well, you had one bad thing. It's just the government trying to get taken over by a bunch of fucking right wing crazy people.
A few.
No, there was bro. Did you see the video? Get the fuck out of here, a few. There are so many people on that fucking walk to the Capitol. Get the
Bunch of
hell out of here.
idiots. We all agree they were a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, and then but yeah, no, like I think it was the Columbia. The Columbia crashed on the day before my birthday, like on its re-entry.
Really?
back
Oh, it
in-
was the day, but yeah. Actually, I was watching the documentary on that today.
yeah, it was on the re-entry of that coming back in.
I remember
And
that day.
And then I remember seeing the documentary of that too, and I remember seeing it like they were talking about the tiles just fucking heated up, and they were bad tiles, and that's all. And that's all it took. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, then I realized how fast they're coming.
no. A hole got punched, like a 12 millimeter hole got punched into the wing, and when they were re-entering, the heat was going into that little hole, and it was making inside of the wing heat up. I just watched something on it this morning.
Oh, okay.
It was a piece of foam that hit that came off the nose and hit the wing, like
When it was first
and
going out to
it made
space.
just the smallest little crack. But then when
That's all-
on the
that's all it takes.
re-entry with all that plasma, that it was going into that hole because you're going so fucking fast.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just you and making the hole a little bit bigger and bigger as it's coming in, and the heat's just rushing into the wing.
Oh yeah, that's all you need, bro. Is a little fucking a little millimeter hole. That's all you need is one tiny prick. Fucks up
And
everything.
and speaking of that, last night I was up late and I'm just sitting around. I went outside, smoked a cigarette. I was watching something on the sub from last year, and
Oh,
how
yeah.
like it was like the fifth time going down, and it shouldn't even like
They
some
never get
vessels
maintenance.
after the third one. You retire it or you completely tear it apart and redo it again.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
never had any maintenance. That was the biggest thing that I remember when that happened last year. Was they were talking about was like that submersible was never maintained properly. That's why people and other people that did submersibles were like, "What are y'all doing? Y'all got to like maintain this a lot better. Like we don't even use our shit this much. You guys are using it this much? No, this is gonna be something bad's gonna happen, and it's gonna suck for everybody who's on that damn sub.
Well, I didn't know this. It's the same thing with airliners. After so many hours of flying, I think it's in the thousands, the plane has to retire.
Yeah, well, I think it's like in Arizona or Nevada. If you go out there in the desert, there's the airplane graveyard, and it's a bunch of military and commercial airliners out there. Just
Well, no, we're
rows
talking about
and rows.
commercial. This
Yeah,
was
no,
commercial.
no,
And
that's
I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying.
holy
Like,
shit, I didn't know that. I didn't know
oh,
that's like, I guess that's why the manufacturer's always working.
Yep.
Because it's
gotta
constantly
make new
making new
planes.
planes.
Got to make new planes, bro. You see what happened the other day when they grounded all the planes when the door popped off, and it was a door in a section where nobody was actually sitting, and it was actually a sealed door. It was for a different model, but you know how they have the same fuselage basically for every different model. But this model was one that part didn't need the door. But that part where the door was, that motherfucker popped open in mid-flight. And it was like, oh. I think they lost a couple of phones. Somebody's shirt, some little kid's shirt got ripped off, which I don't know how that happened, but that's kind of funny. I was like, all right, that's cool. But one of the people's phones was found, like on the ground, still working. That person who had that phone, they need to find out what carrier it was, either what type of phone it was, or what kind of box. If it was like OtterBox or something, like that's the best fucking, like that's the best publicity you could ever get. Our phone landed from 30,000 feet and it still worked.
If it landed in like mud or something, like soft mud, I could see that happening.
No, bro. Terminal velocity is terminal velocity. That shit's gonna break. Like it's got to land just perfectly right. Like just like when you hear about people.
If it lands like this going down, I could see it happening.
I
Now,
can
if
see.
it goes flat,
I can
yeah, but
see.
if it goes sideways, I could see that saving it.
No, in mud, everything you're hitting at that speed is concrete. No matter what it is, how soft it actually
Yeah, but
is,
you also got to think this is not don't weigh that much. It ain't
doesn't
like a
matter.
human body. This is less
Doesn't
than a
matter.
couple pounds.
It's different. Doesn't matter.
No, no. I'm going to tell you. Hear me out. Because the wind, as it's falling, it's going to help brace the impact of it. Because it's going to be flying more because it's so light. It's going to be flying, hovering more than it's actually falling, and it's going to brace it because it weighs so less. It don't weigh that much. Now, if a human body like you and me, we're going to hit like cement, but this is so light that as it's going down, it's going to hover almost.
Okay. Thank you, Bill.
Now, if it
Thank you,
goes,
Bill Nye, the science guy.
hey, it's physics.
Okay, I didn't know you were a physicist.
That's why y'all should be in the Sheldon group.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Bazinga.
I watched that episode of Young Sheldon when he first came up with that as a terminology for his saying a joke. That shit is funny. But yeah, all our shows are coming back because of the writer strikes all over and the actor strikes all over.
What shows? I don't watch shows.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, you don't watch shows.
Well, Cobra Kai. I wait for Cobra Kai.
Just,
House of the Dragon.
I've been watching I watch all the Chicago's. I don't know why, but I love those shows. I think it just reminds me of where I lived and I actually hear street names and see street names and see areas and I'm like, man, I know exactly where that's at. Like I grew up around there. I know exactly where that is. I know where that's at. I know where this is at.
I started watching Sons of Anarchy again.
Oh man,
Great show.
I love
Actually,
those.
that was a good show all the way to start to end. Not many actually could do it.
No, that last season was weird, bro.
You didn't like it?
That last
I
season was
liked
weird.
it.
Look, bro, he should that
It
last
made
season should have
sense.
ended. That last season, well, yeah, it made sense because they had to wrap it up in the last few episodes, and Jackson had to tie up all those loose ends. But the thing was, he should have did that a season beforehand, like after Tara got killed.
Well, that was the season after he got killed. Actually, after she got killed was the last season.
Was it? I thought it was a
Yeah,
season.
because the last season was the season where he pretty much he was not the Jax teller of the first season. At least he still had a heart and compassion. This
Yeah.
motherfucker was just a stone cold kill at this point.
Yep.
And I mean, he killed his own fucking mother.
Yep. Deuce.
And she was the cause of all the problems they ever fucking had.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing. If you go back and look, she is the cause of all the
yeah.
problems they
Yeah,
had.
Gemma. Yep. Gemma's always been always the problem. She's the one that got his daddy killed.
Well, that was her and Clay.
Yeah,
But
that was
everything,
her.
but
It's always,
everything,
it's always pussy, bro. It's always pussy.
but yeah, all the shit's because of her. If you look, a lot of the shit that happened was because of her.
Yeah. But yeah, bro. So Carl Weathers died. That sucks. Happy
Yeah.
birthday to me. Woo.
Actually, he died the day before.
No, he didn't. He died on February 2nd.
No, he actually died Thursday. They said it wasn't announced till Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Yes.
when I heard that, I'm like, I gotta tell Gary. maybe he'll cheer him up a little bit.
Yeah, dude. That's sad.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, he did.
the bride, she shares a birthday with Jim Morrison and the death of John Lennon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And dude, what's crazy? She was born on Jim Morrison's birthday, and I was like a diehard Jim Morrison fan.
I
And
like
that's
Jim
what's
Morrison.
crazy.
I like Jim Morrison.
I got a tapestry of Jim right here.
That's what's up.
Turn out the light. Great movie, but fake as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
It's all the performances are great.
Talk about creative liberties, though. That's what we're talking about. Like, man, and that always happens too. Whenever you make a biopic or biopic, however you want to pronounce it, about somebody or about a group of some people, and like try to tell their life story, it's never going to be the same as what real life was. Like, I just watched an interview the other day of Ozzy talking about how he did a show in Hamburg, Germany, and they were all tripping on acid.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. Well, it was like, and then one of their guy that was playing a flute had the flute, but he had the flute underneath his lip, not actually on his lip. So he's just, that's all you hear in the microphone. And he had his eyes closed because he was doing a flute solo. Ozzy went backstage, grabbed a big tall mirror, rolled it out, put it in front of him. This is while the concert's going on. and he's still blowing the flute and wondering like why is it not sounding right, but just keeps on going with it with the flute underneath his lip. And then he looks up and freaks the fuck out, and then realizes that he wasn't even blowing on the flute because he was tripping. And then he was tripping even more crazy because he just saw himself in the mirror when he thought he was at a concert.
Jeez.
I was like, Jesus Christ. And Ozzy was just like, oh, it was great. He's like, I don't remember any. I remember this thing. And I remember. You remember the flute thing? That was it.
Yeah, easy. Ozzy don't remember a lot of shit, especially in them early alcoholic driven days.
Yeah, dude, he did so many drugs, bro. Like, it's just weird how you see some of these people that do all these drugs for so long and so much, and it's like, oh, they haven't died yet? Like, well, technically, we brought him back to life a few times, but
Ozzy's one of them guys who just gained the reputation of being like the badass by accident. Everything he ever did was by accident. It was never like purposely done. He was just so like in a fucked up state, drunk state. He was like, let me go on CBS Records and just bite the head off of a fucking dog. He did it, became legendary. Same thing with the bat. He grabbed the bat, just bit it, didn't think nothing of it.
yeah, sniffing a row of ants with the crew.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't fucking die.
Yeah, bro. Like, insects are powerful, bro. Insects are fucking. I don't play with insects, bro. I don't like them. I don't mind them, but I don't trust them in my body unless they're dead. If I go to some southeast Pacific fucking island somewhere, they're gonna have that shit on a stick. That shit's weird. They got some weird food out there, man.
The fucking ants on a stick.
Yeah, dude, like chocolate covered ants and shit. Like, and I'm like, what?
It's a stick.
Yeah.
What else? You want to talk about the Batman? Oh yeah, rest in peace, Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Dylan, you
Huh?
son of a bitch.
What, the Batman? You said?
Batman game. It's called Arkham Batman. Kill Justice League. It's the fourth installment to the Arkham series. And yeah, it's not getting good reviews. One, the gameplay is
Really?
not that great.
That's
And they pretty
that's
much it's Kevin Conroy. People don't know Kevin Conroy is the guy who voiced Batman from the animated series probably till since up to now. Who we unfortunately lost last year of cancer. Who a lot of people think is the real Batman, like the
yep.
true Batman, Kevin Conroy. Um, yeah, Harley Quinn pretty much laughs at him and puts a bullet in his fucking head.
What? Really?
Oh, and that's not saying they also kill Green Lantern.
What?
They kill the Flash and Boomerang pisses on him. Wonder Woman tries to kill Superman, but she couldn't do it. But she at least because they had to kill Superman for some reason. She has a heroic death. But everybody else gets pissed on. And Batman, Kevin Conroy's last appearance anywhere, he got a bullet put in his head
That's fucked
by
up.
Harley Quinn mocking him.
That's crazy. If anybody, it would be the Joker, but then it wouldn't be the Joker because the Joker doesn't. He needs that back and forth.
Well, it's the Suicide Squad,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they've been trying to go after him for a while.
and people
None
are
of
not
them like.
happy.
That sucks, dude. Well, if they're gonna do like Family Guy and bring Brian back.
Well, dude, requests for refunds got up to 800% this week.
Jesus.
People do not want this fucking game.
Dude, Batman's one of those iconic characters, man. He's like
They
a
killed him before, but I think everybody's pissed because it's Kevin Conroy's last thing. And for them to do this to him like that by fucking a character that he made popular, Kevin Conroy, because of the animated series. There was no Harley Quinn until the animated series. And for that bitch to take him out like that, it wasn't even like a Luthor or a Joker. It was fucking Harley Quinn. And he's in execution style with his hands behind his back. And he's like, just fucking do it. Then boom, puts a bullet in his fucking head.
Huh?
And they piss
That's-
on the Flash.
I don't understand how they do that. How do you even catch him?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know why, but I never got into those Arkham games. I'm a first person shooter kind of guy. I like the Call of Duties and shit like
Oh,
that.
I like the Arkham games. The Arkham games are fucking fun. I like the first two. I didn't like the third one. But I mean, this one I'm not even gonna. they'll be giving it away soon enough.
Probably would not. But
Yeah,
yeah, bro, that's weird.
yeah, that's
Kind of
not getting a lot of love this week at all.
that sucks. That's probably a big seller too for like all the console people. 'Cause I know that Spider-Man, uh, that Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales, when that came out last year, that thing was huge, man. That thing came out so big. Like PS, especially on PlayStation, because PlayStation had the exclusive on it.
Hmm.
That thing, man, that thing is still probably one of the best rated out there. And there's so many different Spider-Man characters you can actually play, like so many different suits that he could have in that game. I
Oh
think
yeah,
I
they
watched the video. There was like 22 or 23 different suits, and I was like, Jesus! Some of the suits I never even heard of. I was like, well, I don't even know what that suit is. I'm like, I don't even know what storyline that's coming from because it's all the multiverse thing. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man. But movie I did actually just finished watching it right before we got on was Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've been seeing advertisements for everybody's like,
Watching it.
well, not everybody, just I've never watched the other ones.
None of them have to do with anything else.
I
If
saw
you
the
ever
first one. I saw the first.
if you ever notice all the Mission Impossibles, unless they're like this one is, they never have anything to do usually with anything else. There's usually just some characters that are in all the other ones. Like, it's always going to be the same. This guy's still the same boss guy, you know. But that's about it. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's always some other, new world domination. Something's going to blow up, kind of thing.
Yeah, because I know they got the 2099 suit in it. That's my favorite suit outside the original.
I like the Venom suits in it.
The black suit?
Yeah, there's like 3 different Venom suits in there too. I think, if I remember correctly. I haven't played the game. I never really got into those games, but they look fun. They look entertaining. It looks like a movie. Like that's the one thing that I do know about graphics as we've gotten older. My God, the graphics are good.
Oh, I'm going to show it to you. You should be able to hear it now too, since I got it in the.
Bet you didn't think it'd be me at the end, huh, Vince?
Are we done with your
This,
best?
this is part of the storyline.
Yeah, this is the end of the game.
But you always gotta end
Oh.
on your best joke.
Like a fucking chomp, bro.
Oh man, Batman's supposed to go out like a blaze of glory.
Oh no, they gave that to Wonder Woman. Everybody else got pissed on. Put a bullet in their head.
That's weird.
Green Lantern gets killed, and somehow the shark guy gets Green Lantern's powers, which don't work like that. What
Oh.
I've been told, I'm
The
not
ring's
familiar with
supposed.
the word.
Yeah, the ring's supposed to pick you. It picks who it wants. It doesn't.
Yeah, well, the
can't just
shark
pick
gets
you.
the power in the game somehow.
Okay, all right, that's okay.
And like I said, they're trying to kill Superman for some reason too. And Wonder Woman put some shit in his heart, and I guess she gets like a heroic. Actually, I think it's right here. Let me see. No, because Superman kills Wonder Woman because she stabs him. He throws, and he just full focus laser on her ass,
Oh shit.
and he flies off or some shit. And Wonder Woman's like, I don't know, but still, she dies. But she gets like more of a heroic exit than the
That's tough.
greatest detective of all time.
Yeah, that's just weird, bro.
Oh, they could have just anally raped him like they did in Superman in comic book. I would have probably accepted that more better. I mean, at least
I
you would have had a
think
fighting chance.
I think the kids that play the video game probably wouldn't have been good for them to see that. So
No, it's progressive. It's progressive.
that's a special stage you got to unlock.
Oh, you don't have to unlock those anymore. They just, I think there's actually something in the game too, like that with that something, a reference or something like that.
I
in the
wouldn't
game.
doubt it, bro.
I think
There's
there
a
is,
video
but
game now.
we don't try to get into that kind of shit on the show. I mean,
Easter eggs are fun though. Easter eggs are fun in like movies and video games and stuff, especially when they hark back to like the old days or like it's a reference of something from back in the past. You know, Don't you see that? Like the whole thing with Stan Lee being in all the damn Marvel movies. He was always some different fucking part.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was always fun. And then even in the last one, after he died, there was a picture of him on something, like on a magazine cover or something. In one of, and when like you couldn't see it, like
Well, I know he was in Endgame.
no, it was just like this was like Spider Man, like No Way Home or some shit.
Oh, okay, one of
There
those.
was yeah, it was like one of those last ones when he was still alive for, and I think there's like a picture of him in like a comic book or a magazine or something, like in the background of a shot, but you only see it there for like a second, and if you're not looking for it, you're not going to see it. But somebody found it, and they're like, "No, he's even here." Like I've seen those little reels and videos and stuff, and that was one that's like stuff like that's fun. Like that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know? Like I can't. You know what I can't wait though about the shows that are coming back. I can't wait for Twisted Metal on Peacock to come back. That
Yeah,
show.
I actually I was kind of blown away with that show. I didn't think it was going to be as good as
I
it was.
told you. Dude, isn't Sweet Tooth awesome?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, if like I think my complaint about it was like the legit longevity of the sex scenes, like with him and her in the ball pit. It was like, can we just move that along?
Yeah, no, and it's in a ball pit. It's like, all right, we get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like getting like, come on,
You guys are
come on.
dirty. We get it. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Some it was a little shit like that, but outside, the show was way better than I thought it was.
It
Would have
was.
been.
I had very low expectations because I'm like, come on, man. Like this is one of the original fucking video games that like was like the rave because it was like it's cars that kill each other. Like, are you kidding me?
Well, I didn't realize that Twisted Metal actually had a storyline with the characters because I didn't have a PlayStation. And to be fair, the only time I ever played Twisted Metal was at a friend's house, and we'd be playing against each other.
Yep.
So I never got to play like a single mode. So I didn't
Yep.
know there was actually
See,
storylines to them.
I knew there was, and that's just because word of mouth. Because I never had the game either. I think it was the same boat you were in. I would go to a friend's house and we would play, or a friend would let me borrow, and I would never go story mode. I would always just go fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never do that. You know, and it's just like it is what it is. But watching the show is actually pretty cool. It's a
No,
pretty cool
damn
show.
good.
I was surprised and I was like, Sweet Tooth is nutty. Like that dude, he's so goddamn funny, bro. I love that guy. He's so
Mhm.
fucking funny. He's the bad guy you're rooting for. It's like, oh, they can't kill Sweet Tooth. Can't kill him. Not him in his ice cream truck. Are you shitting me? No, man. That dude's the shit.
And that's how, and they're doing it right. They're getting you to like the characters instead of making you hate them early on. It's like, oh god, they can't do no wrong. They're actually giving the characters personality. You
And,
know,
and remember, so you've watched the whole series, right? The
yeah.
whole first season. Okay, how crazy about that whole backstory of Sweet Tooth and what he did on Family Show? Remember, because we thought it was a monkey or something else that did it, and it was actually him that did it. And he went crazy and killed everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know
I
what
just
you're talking about.
I just
And
remember that because that part was ingrained in my head. Because I was like,
and he wound up killing his parents or some
yep.
shit.
Well, his parents on the show, those weren't actually his real parents. Those were people on the show that were pretending to be his parents. Like it was on. I believe that's what it was.
Oh yeah, because he was on that sick.
Yeah,
Okay, now
he
I
was
got it. Okay, yeah,
and
yeah,
then and that chimp or whatever took over the fucking show because he was
yeah.
like the new thing getting added, and he didn't like it. He didn't like it at all. Did not like that shit at all. Was like, what? I'm not getting all the attention. Everybody dies
Yeah,
on
because they
live
go back to the
TV.
hospital and it's like his parents' skeletons are in the cell. He left them there,
Yep.
didn't he?
Left him there. Yep, exactly. He said because they put him in a place, and he's like, so I put them here too. And I'm like, and then sometimes he sounds so poetic, and he sounds like a psychiatrist. You're just like, damn, like, okay, like I guess you were listening to some of those therapies that you were in, but god damn,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot about that.
yeah, dude,
No, he
that's
had a
one.
good background. The girl, look, bro, I'm
I
not
know.
gonna sit here and lie to you. The girls one's so redundant. It's like all the Mexicans are slaves and shit. It's like, come on. That
That's
was
kind
the
of fucked up.
stupid part and
Yeah, it was kind
shit
of
too.
fucked up. Yeah,
Yeah, that was kind of
what are you gonna do, bro? Yeah.
yeah. It was like, wait, they're slaves? They're really slaves? Really?
They're not slaves. They just
And it
work.
wasn't the white people that owned them too, apparently, because there was a lot of people of color in that restaurant.
It didn't matter if they were Mexican or not. It was just somebody that wanted us to have some freedom, and they were owned by people. That was it, bro. It just happened to be they were Mexican. That's it. Like, but there was everybody. There was anybody of any ethnicity could be a slave in that little
It
town.
didn't look like that. It was look like just the Spanish people, what I guess
Well,
I don't know what they were they immigrants.
I don't know, bro. This whole different world. That's a future that's
Well, it
far
was supposed to
far.
be they were supposed to be in the United States before the United States broke down.
Yeah. Well, so
But
it's like it's somewhere like in L.A. or whatever, or somewhere where L.A. used to be. I don't even know, bro. Like, the map of the world is different than what, or the map of the United States is different than what we know it is now. So it's one of those things where it's like they could be from anywhere. And everybody's like,
yeah,
"Oh, go to Canada." There's nothing.
yeah. So it was like kind of like really,
Yeah, it's just
really.
weird, bro. Yeah, who would have thought they would have got away with that? But yeah, it is what it is. We get it.
Yeah,
But
and
that's
because I remember they were all in like in the diner, and it was like just the Spanish people had like the certain clothes on or some shit. They couldn't even talk to one another or nothing like that. It's like,
oh, no, don't be talking to
ugh.
nobody. And then
Yeah,
old girl seen her brother after years of being an indentured servant. That's what they were called. They weren't considered slaves. They were indentured servants, bro.
that's what it was. Well,
They were working to get free. They just had a 5-year contract, but we didn't tell you that this 5-year contract, man, you had to wait on us hand and foot and do everything we fucking said, no matter
that's
what.
right because they got like passage to something like that.
To
That's what
the
it
city
does.
where they had clean water and electricity, and it looked like a normal place to live.
That's
Versus
right.
living out in the damn wasteland where you got to fight for everything. And then just remember him; he's a courier, and couriers aren't allowed to go inside the walls. They're not allowed to move inside the walls.
You could be a slave. Wait, you could be. Wait, how would you put it?
But Jabba,
Oh no, it's not a slave sign of conscience. You're not a slave, but that you didn't read the fine print.
yeah, no, yeah, devil's in the bro. It's got to work. That's why all these people that are in Hollywood that don't read the contract they sign when they sign their soul over. Like, read
That
the
yeah, that's
contract,
what it
bro.
was. But that I guess that's what they were kind of hitting at, though. To be honest, I mean, it was
And there's-
it was like,
Look,
uh,
season one ended off really good because of the fact that they give you that cliffhanger of him actually realizing that that's his home that he grew up in back in San Francisco or whatever. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think it was San Francisco is
well,
where that.
no, he already knew that.
No, he didn't. He didn't know that at first because he didn't remember it. But then she was kind of like not brainwashing him, but jogging his memory by showing him this. Like, you remember what this is? And he's like, they started having those flashbacks of when he was a kid, and that's when he was like, because everything happened when he was little, and he ended up becoming, a courier because of all that, and he had to teach himself everything because he lost his family, or did he? That was the other thing too. The cliffhanger was like, is your mama still alive? Oh,
I don't. I vaguely remember that. I'd have to go.
yeah,
I'll watch it before the second season comes out, just to
yeah. And that's what I was
refresh
gonna probably
myself.
do too to refresh myself on some of the like. Well, maybe not the whole thing, but I probably watched the last few episodes. That's what I usually try to do to try to catch up on stuff. But yeah,
Speaking of something new coming out, Ghostbusters 2, Afterlife, Afterlife, Frozen Empire,
yeah.
the new one coming out, the new trailer dropped.
I just saw that the
Got
other
my
day.
attention.
Yeah, but trailers are meant to do that, bro.
But like I told Brandy, I was like, I'm gonna go into it with the same expectations of Afterlife. Don't set them so high, and that's why I enjoyed Afterlife because I didn't have my expectations set to the high bar in to
Yeah,
begin with.
yep, exactly. Too high of a bar, then you're just like, oh, I can never get that high.
I already knew what it was like pretty much going to be, and that's why I didn't expect have high expectations, and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I think this one's going to be a little bit better because it looks like the original people are in it more.
Well, that's good.
So I think I'm going to enjoy this one, but I'll go in with the same expectations though.
I still haven't seen the last one.
Oh, really?
I keep on wanting to go see it. I think it's on Paramount, and I could probably go watch it, but
It's good. Like I said, don't go in with high expectations, and you will enjoy it.
I might
Enjoy it
watch
for
it.
what it is.
Who knows? I might watch it tonight because we were so fucking like I can't even eat right now. I've eaten breakfast the last 2 days, and that's it. I think I've eaten like half a dinners. Like I can't eat right. Like this feeling like this sucks so bad. And everybody's like, oh, God. Like I'm getting people texting me asking me if I had COVID. I'm like, no, not COVID. Like,
You
did you
got
test?
the COVID.
No, I test. I still have those little fucking tests that they sent us at the house, and I got some, and I
God.
tested it. I was like, no COVID. It's just I got the flu, bro. Sorry, that's still around. It didn't go away just because COVID showed up.
It would be like if I got sick, I'd be like, I got COVID, flu. It don't matter. I'm going to be sick regardless,
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
and I'm going to have to go to work. Ain't no way I'm going to go to work.
Shit, well, it depends, bro. I am hoping I can go to work tomorrow.
My finger's still swollen, bro.
Yeah, no, I can't believe you almost lost a finger, bro. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's still swollen.
Jesus Christ, that thing is gross.
Actually, that's
like
just under the nail now. That's
yeah, I
just
know.
the blood under the
You know,
nail.
you know what that looks like? That looks like when you smash your hand on a door, like when you're closing a car door or something,
Mhm.
and it just fucking like ah, starts to swell up like Tom and Jerry. Ah, what the fuck is that? Oh my god! But anything going on this week, bro? I know we're getting close to the day where we're gonna
Yeah,
have a son-in-law. We're gonna have a son-in-law. That's gonna be fun.
yeah, we're gonna have to. Hey, I'm not allowed at the bachelor party apparently.
Well,
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't think I'm gonna be. If you're not going, then I can't go either because I can't. I don't know
I
him
think
that
he's
well.
just doing it for his groomsmen.
Oh,
No, they didn't. You know,
so they're
they
gonna
they
do.
have a party. I am the party, so I guess they couldn't have me.
So they're gonna smoke vapes and
They were scared to have fun.
they're gonna smoke vape, play video games.
Dude, I told Brandy I would have walked in that bitch,
We're
sat
doing
down.
we're doing a Dungeons and Dragons bachelor party.
I would have sat down there and bust up, put my arms around them all, and be like, boys, I'm gonna teach you how to live.
They won't know what to do, bro. They wouldn't know what to do with it, bro. I'd have to. I mean, even trying to come out of retirement for something like that would be a problem for me. My goodness, this cold kicked my ass. Oh my
But
goodness.
apparently I had been barred because
Well, cause yeah. Well, how many groomsmen is he having?
I don't know, like 6.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
they got a lot.
What?
I said I was like, what? It's like I gotta wait for that many people to walk down. That shit-
It's like get on with the show.
Motherfucker hungry.
Mhm.
want to go get a drink.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
have a bottle of water in my pocket.
I'm going to. We're going to both, bro. We're not just going to the reception. I'm going to both. I don't give a
What,
shit what she said.
what you mean? It's the same place.
Oh, it's in the same place. Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, what it is, it'll start the ceremony, and as soon as the ceremony's over, they hurry up and transform it to the reception hall.
Oh, because I figured, yeah, you guys got to do all the pictures and stuff after the wedding.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
that all
it's,
takes forever.
yeah. My sister got married here. My niece got married here. A couple other people I know got married here. Yeah,
You guys getting a family discount?
I don't know. Not me. I know everybody get married. I don't get. I'm the only one that don't get married.
Yeah.
The smart one.
But yeah, bro, it's been a week, bro. It's been a week to remember. Yeah. So now we finished the cycle where your birthday's gone, my birthday's gone. Any other birthdays we got coming up?
Dirk. I don't know what his is, but
I
I
never
gotta
know when
find out.
Dirk's birthday. I gotta look that shit up too. Find out the man with no name when his birthday is.
Well, might as well say something. Next Friday. I mean, we're not gonna have a live show, but our next show we'll record next Friday. We're gonna have finally B Show Brian from Spitball Media. He's gonna join us.
About time.
We're
It
gonna.
was all because of me. We actually should have had him on this week, but scheduling conflict with my birthday, and then me being sick, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, we're gonna start. We're gonna discuss podcasting, like how some of the podcasts you listen to now, how like some are more negative. They don't want to talk about good shit or like like the money. Like you could tell they're all about the money now. They're not even doing the work they used to. We're just gonna talk about podcasting, rap. I'm sure about Star Wars because Brian's been wanting to have a Star Wars conversation for a while,
All right.
and he's one of the youngins. You know, so we're gonna have to see. We'll have to quiz him before we even discuss like who was the chosen one. If you know Gary, don't say, don't give it away.
C3PO.
Maybe.
Or that BB-8. That's what it was, right? That
I
other
don't
little
know.
robot.
The way Disney Star Wars, the direction is going, C3PO may have been the chosen one.
And C3PO was a female. You guys didn't know that? Oh. It was transgender robot. Come on.
He said he could speak millions of languages.
You know all the dialects, bro. And then R2D2 whistling. Just whistling all the time.
Oh man, no, not C3PO.
Yeah, bro. So it's just been one of those days, bro. It's one of those weeks. It's
Right?
just one weird week. Like I was so excited the whole week, like to have it off and be like, oh, cool. I'm gonna chill on the weekend with the missus and some friends. And we're go do some, some drugs and this and that. No,
age.
Only drugs I did was Sudafed, and it wasn't even for
About to
methamphetamine.
say, why is that your age now?
Yeah, the drugs I took made me go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's all they did.
They're the good drugs.
They're to get rid of this congestion in my fucking nose right now. This fucking canal of fucking shit I got in there right now. Holy shit.
In my younger years, I believed in bad drugs and good sex. Now I believe in bad drugs. I mean, good drugs and bad sex. I'm Vince McMahon now.
Hey, make sure they sign an NDA.
Oh, I'm kind of 8 years late on that one. Come on, Brandy. Yeah. 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 I'm going to take a shit on you. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so fucking. Those details that I read that thing, bro. The details in there, they're just weird, bro. There's some weird stuff going on there, and it's just like, how would any person allow themselves to do that? But then it's like, I'm not in that situation, so I couldn't tell you.
Hey, a lot of people get paid to do that shit. So what makes us so fucking different than them? She got paid to do a service. You ever never watch German porn?
Those guys are weird. What was it? Was it what was that? Was it Euro Trip? Was that the movie where you give her the safe word?
Oh yeah,
And it's this long ass word.
the
And it's
beautiful Lucy Lawless.
yeah, Lucy Lawless.
You mean the sugar or whatever the fuck?
He's like, I don't know what to say.
Yes.
Strapped him up on the fucking thing. And it's
Two
like,
Brock
oh
Lesnar
no.
looking motherfuckers come on in there.
That was the part that he's like, oh no, this is
I
not
got a free
gonna work out.
t-shirt.
Oh my god, man. They couldn't even make some of those movies anymore, man.
Oh, that was a classic. Scotty doesn't know.
That movie. Matt Damon and that appearance right there, just Matt Damon made him so much cooler. Like when he did that movie, it put him up at a different level because it was just like, are you shitting me? He's some punk rock fucking dude at this guy's birthday party doing a song about him that he doesn't know that he's sleeping with his girlfriend. Are you shitting me? And then everybody's like, Scotty doesn't know. And they're like, hey, you're that dude, Scotty, right? I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, the dude on the train. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, excuse it.
I was trying to see if I could find it. But the best scene in the movie, I was seeing if I could find it. No.
There's a lot of good stuff. When the brother and sister start making out with each other because they got so fucking wasted, they didn't know that was them.
Here it is. Here it is. I gotta play it. The best scene in the movie. I thought it was fucking great.
Let's see. Sharon. Oh, there. Oh, the little kid.
Agathe, Sie können jetzt gehen. My daughter had intended to spend the summer in America, colleges and visiting some friends. But several days ago, she suddenly changed her mind. She would not tell me why.
I think I know why.
Heinrich, bitte hör auf.
Yeah, Papa.
This is Heinrich, he's Nika's stepbrother. As I was saying, she packed up her bag and left. It was all very sudden.
That first thing is,
Always been very
how you doing? It's like, all right.
interested in Roman literature.
There it
and
is.
history, and she's always enjoyed the ocean, so she found a program that combines.
I love that shit. It just.
She enrolled in a summer at sea
What
program based in Rome.
Rome.
Look at this, the zig high. Do the zig high.
Well, unfortunately, Mika's only in Rome for orientation. Tomorrow, her group will be boarding a boat, and she'll be gone for the summer, and she'll be quite unreachable.
Oh my god. That little kid, bro. That little kid stole the show. He's in the fucking show. He's in the movie for like 5 minutes, and he's just walking around doing the zig high. Oh my god, makes you cry.
You put the mustache.
The mustache, yeah, I know. He waves at him. He's like, he's like, this seems kind of strange. And he gets up and he starts doing it. He's like, yo. He's like, not even. Scotty's like, leave me alone.
Blonde hair, blue eye kid.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, the younger people out there. That's how we used to laugh at things.
Yeah, we used to laugh at it. We didn't get offended.
It was funny.
Yeah, no, we didn't get offended. We didn't get butt hurt. Or can we say butt hurt? Or can we not say butt hurt? Because somebody get upset. Then we said butt hurt.
Dude, I watched the gangsta ass movie. I want to tell you about this last week. I can't. It's hot. Sixu. It's about this guy in the World War II where he finds gold. He's a what they call prospector,
Yeah, I guess.
and he finds a bunch of like a shitload of gold, and he comes across like this German squadron who's trying to take his shit. But this motherfucker, like, come to find out, he was like, I guess I don't know what country it was. It's like one of those ones by Germany, whatever. But he was like the special forces guy who
Mhm.
just his family was killed, and he just went and lived on his own. And this motherfucker just takes him down like he's the universal soldier, like one by one.
Yeah,
It's
that's how you gotta do it.
it's fucking good, dude. You need to check it out. It's SISOU. It's
Yeah, I
pretty.
don't.
It's in
What is
subtitles,
it?
but it's good.
What is it? Netflix or
I'm not
Paramount
sure.
or?
I'm not
Okay.
sure. It's
All
on
right.
a couple other ones.
Yeah, find out where it's at. Send me the link or links the
Maybe
name.
Prime. You got Prime?
Yeah, I got Prime too. Yeah,
I
I
think
got
it's on
Prime.
Prime. But it's SISOU. Sisu.
Oh, there. You know what's a good? We actually watched it this weekend because while I was in and out of consciousness from all the drugs to try to make me sleep and breathe. We watched a show on Netflix. It's called Obliterated,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically a special joint task force, special operative team trying to take down people that are trying to blow up Vegas, basically with a nuclear bomb.
No
Well,
shit.
the first out, it's an 8-part series, and I didn't realize it was a series. I thought it was a movie. I was like, oh, it's a series. I'm like, okay, cool, like whatever, we'll watch it. Like, ain't like I'm going anywhere, ain't like I'm doing anything. I can't fucking breathe. I don't like going outside. Like, we're good. We watched it, and it's the first hour. You think, oh, we've saved the world, we've got the nuke, we're good to go. Nope, sure as hell didn't. But here's the twist: they started to party after they got the fake nuke, and they get really, really fucked up. Like, I'm talking about one of the guys like, "What are you doing?" Like the head officer, she comes in, she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Are you doing cocaine?" He's like, "No, no, it's not cocaine." He's like, "This is Adderall with ketamine and a little bit of horse tranquilizer on top." And she's like, "What?" And this is the bomb expert. That's the bomb expert doing that. And then it just goes sideways from there. And then everybody else is like fucking popping Molly and just drinking fucking everything all day. It's just fucking nuts. Then they get the call to find out that, oh wait, that's not the real bomb. Oh no. Now we have to find this real bomb. Or Las Vegas is destroyed.
Oh damn.
And it gets nutty, bro. There's so many. It's actually pretty good. It wasn't like the storyline wasn't the greatest, but it was fun. It was a fun show. It was a good nice. It went by fast too. Like the 8 episodes, breeze right through them. But then again, I don't know what day today is, so
I'm gonna
whatever.
try to watch Oppenheimer this week.
Where's it at? That's on is that on
Uh
Paramount?
I
Or
don't know. I don't know if it's on anything yet. I was just gonna rent it or something on Vudu.
oh, I thought it was on something. 'Cause I know that's why I watched the damn the Mission Impossible.
I'll have to
That.
say maybe it is. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I think Oppenheimer's on something already.
Me and
I thought
Brandy were hoping that there was a Godzilla -1 still playing, but we didn't find. The only one was like Saturday at 2. Last one playing. Oh no, was it even maybe Friday? We were gonna try to go catch it before you left movie theaters, but guess we're
yeah,
off.
Oppenheimer's still not out. Yeah, it's on YouTube and everything else, but it's all you pay to rent.
Mm.
Yeah, it's on Prime Video, but you gotta rent from 6. You can buy it for like 20. Who knows?
Yeah, it's still making money. It's making like Barbie's already on Max. Oppenheimer's still making money over
Yeah.
Barbie. I mean, even though she made more money, but
Well, the crazy part was about you heard about that, right? That fucking Ryan Gosling gets
mm-hmm.
best male supporting actor,
And
and then
she don't,
Barbie, and she don't get nothing.
and
And then
she's
not
in
even
the
that.
best movie. I can't believe that shit, dude. I
And then not only
really
that,
can't.
the director for the movie itself didn't even get like nominated. I'm like, what? That didn't even make sense to me. I'm like, from everybody that I've talked to, they said this movie was fucking great. And like even America Ferrera got like a nomination because because of that speech that she gave in the movie, like something about I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't quote it like I'm supposed to.
I can't
But
believe that movie got nominated for an Oscar for best movie. I cannot believe that.
it's original, bro. It's definitely not. Nobody's ever made a movie about Barbie before, not like this
Yeah,
anyway.
but this movie is supposed to be like a comedy type movie.
Kind of, but it has a message in there too about how the male-dominated, patriarchy we run in.
Message.
Oh shit, man.
No, this was should have been my response.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Oh man. But yeah, bro. So, but that's pretty much it, man. It really hasn't been much of anything. I've just been watching, just been in bed last few days, just enjoying my birthday being old, and of course, God told me how old I was by making me sick. It
Mm.
was so upsetting. You can't hear her now, but she's in the back. She's back in the bedroom, fucking coughing her ass off right now. And I know she ain't smoking.
Oh
She's,
damn.
yeah, bro. I'm telling you, like that's why I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be at work tomorrow. Like I
Oh,
may be at work, may not be at work. I feel like shit, bro. I feel horrible.
how's your Mondays?
Mondays are light though. That's the thing. Like I could make it up in a day.
Yeah, I have 7.
Yeah, I think I had like 9,
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
why I
not
go.
that
That's
bad.
why I start so fucking early. It's like I'm done by 9:30, fucking 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, no, it's different. But yeah, I'm a big fan of trying to do them all on the same day. Try to do the same day every week. People like the consistency. My customers seem to expect it. Out there, I get phone calls and text messages. You okay? You didn't come by today. Like, yeah, I came by. You sure? Yeah. Go look in your backyard. It's fucking clean. Shit didn't happen by itself. There wasn't fucking magic gnomes that came back there and fucking did it, singing a fucking song.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck?
Unlike my pools we discussed on the show.
Yeah, bro. You're the only one that got the magic gnomes.
I'm the
That's
only
the
one.
funny thing. I gotta show you a picture too of all the little. Christy got on a kick with that. Got the little figurine gnome things. So
Mhm.
she got some that are like this big, and then she got some that are like this big. Like there are a bunch of different gnomes. There's like one where he's smoking a blunt, and then he's got a beard, and then out of the beard is a bird, and I think the bird's smoking a blunt.
Oh, for real?
She's got some
Give me
crazy.
back my gnome.
Oh my god, that movie was
I
great.
love that movie. I want to
You
do
burn me, I burn you.
that. I want to have a Generation X 50-year-old party. Invite everybody I can from high school. Be like, let's do this one last time,
Yeah.
and
Make sure
just
everybody
come
has the
outside.
weekend off.
Let it break it down, yo.
Yeah, I don't know when I've done the to the break of dawn, yo, other than me waking up at 4:30 in the morning because I just couldn't sleep anymore because I was coughing and almost suffocated because I couldn't
Oh, I
breathe.
have one. I have one last hurrah in me. I just gotta pick it.
It might be the wedding, bro.
No, no, no. It's got to be surrounded for me. No. I do have one less. I just don't know when the time's right and if the planets align perfectly and the stars. I'll have one last route, like one 24-hour, maybe 40-hour binge.
I don't know if I could do a binge like that. I think I'd die.
Oh, I got one left in me.
I don't
I've
know.
been saving it.
I don't know if I got any more. I thought I was gonna have one this weekend. Nope, nothing.
I'll have to start training for it.
I don't even know what to do to train for it anymore. I don't
Me
drink
either.
no more.
Me either.
We're so old. God, it's like
Smoke,
yeah,
drink.
that's it. That's it.
Smoke, drink.
That's it. I don't do anything anymore.
Like in how high? Stroke, smoke. Stroke, smoke.
Oh my god, that shit was funny.
Yeah, you ready to get on out of here? We are
Yeah, bro. Let's
hour
let's
and a
do the
half.
shout outs. Hey, I did it. It goes by, bro. Like I like we were trying to go. I was thinking maybe I'd last 45 minutes, but as I kept on talking, I felt a little better and a little better. I don't know, but let's get on out. Bro.
All right. We got the Modirk City podcast. Fuck. Modirk City podcast. Why the fuck? I keep fucking that up. You know what it is? For some reason, when I say it for them, I think of Spitball Media because John's still saying most dastardly adventures. And I keep on like, wait, am I doing it right? So that's why I always fuck up with them because they change it so much. But we love them.
Yeah.
Mojo and Dirk, of course. We'll see
Yep.
Dirk in 2 weeks. Then we got Russell. No, we got Spitball Media with John Draper, Mr. Shine, and our guest next week, B. Show Brian.
Yep.
We also got Wrestling Soup, Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joey Numbers, and our friend Kevin Castle. And of course, Kevin Castle and Don Tony have reunited, and their first show this week was actually good. You ought to check them out, Gary.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I gotta put them on my podcast list.
them two, when they're together, they're really good. And that's how I started with. And it's hard to believe with 2000. I've been listening to them for 9 years. And I'm one of the like newer people listening to him. I mean, there's been people listening to him for years, but 9 years in, and then 5 years, 4 years ago is when I met Kev Castle personally, or you know, correspondence with him,
Right.
and the rest is history. And who else we got? We got Chris Matthews, Jeff Liftman, Joe Punches, and the rest of our friends.
Yep,
Am I
all our
missing
friends.
anybody?
I don't think so, bro. I think that's pretty much everybody.
All right. Well, go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, well, thanks everybody for coming out. Appreciate y'all listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, rate, review, tell your mom and them. You know, and again, I'm sorry for the voice if it sounded kind of fucked up, but I'm sick. Fighting through it though. And we appreciate all the love and support that we get from everybody all the time. It really does help us a lot. It's free. It's free. Just go on. Just hit the like button. It's free. It's no big deal.
Yeah, unlike Vince McMahon's mistress.
Exactly. That's not free. That's not free. You better have some
No.
money. You better have some shit taken on your back money for something like that.
Yeah, here's $1. Let me piss on you.
More than that too, bro. Oh man, but yeah, man. And then I want to thank everybody that said they wished me happy birthday. You know, everybody that reached out, that was awesome. That made me feel good. Even though I'm having a really, I'm having a first birthday. Even though it could be worse, you know. So, but yeah, had a good time. Glad we get to do this every week. It's fun.
Oh yeah, and it's only going to get better. We're pretty much out. I mean, this is after the wedding, dude. We're going to be honking down. I told Gary I'm just trying to get past this wedding, and
Yep.
because it's been very stressful for me, even though I'm just the father of the bride. Just a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that I shouldn't have to deal with, nor the bride. But that's
That's here nor there, bro.
yeah.
That should happen, bro. It's
And
family.
amongst all this shit too. I mean, it's not the only thing.
Yeah. So,
But I guess I will see you next week, my friend.
yes, sir. All right, big dog.
For
I'll let y'all.
me, Fatty 316. I'll catch y'all later.
MaximusG420 over and out.